Bola stood on the balcony of her tiny apartment, staring out at the busy streets of Lagos. The city was alive, with endless blaring car horns, vendors shouting, and the aroma of roasted corn and plantain filling the air. But Bola felt alone. Her dream of becoming a famous musician felt like it was slipping away. She had talent, everyone told her that, but talent was not enough in a city like Lagos. Her phone buzzed on the table. She picked it up and saw a message from Tayo, the music producer she had met a few weeks ago at her best friend Fumi's birthday gig. "Come to the studio tomorrow," it read. "I've got something big for you." Bola's heart raced. Tayo was known for turning ordinary singers into stars. This could be her chance, but something about him made her uneasy. His charm felt rehearsed, his smile too perfect. Still, she had no choice. If she wanted her dream, she had to take risks. The next day, Bola arrived at Tayo's studio, a sleek building in the heart of Victoria Island. Tayo greeted her with his usual confident grin. "Bola, my star," he said, spreading his arms wide. "I have a song for you that will blow everyone away." She followed him inside the well-equipped studio excitedly. A few other artists lingered in the lounge. Tayo handed her a sheet of lyrics and played a melody on the keyboard. The song was beautiful, and Bola felt her heart soar as she sang the first few lines. This could be it. This could be a breakthrough. But as the weeks went by, Bola noticed some strange happenings. Tayo was always secretive, taking mysterious phone calls and disappearing for hours. He would sometimes hand her envelopes to deliver to people she did not know, saying it was just business. Bola did not ask questions at first, but it sparked great curiosity in her. One evening, after a recording session, she saw Tayo arguing with a man in the hallway. The man shoved a briefcase into Tayo's hand and stormed off. Tayo noticed Bola watching and gave her a smile. "Don't worry about that," he said. "Focus on your music." But Bola couldn't stop worrying. She started to piece together the clues, the envelopes, the briefcase, and the way Tayo always seemed to be looking over his shoulder. Something was not right. One night, as she walked home from the studio, a black car pulled up beside her. The window rolled down, and a man in black suit leaned out. "Stay away from Tayo," he said, his voice cold. "He is not who you think he is. Tayo isn't just a producer. He is a smuggler hiding behind the music industry. You are in great danger." The car sped off, leaving Bola shaking. Who was Tayo? And what had she gotten herself into? Bola clutched her bag tightly as she hurried home, her heart pounding. The man's word echoed in her head. She wanted to brush it off, but something inside her knew it was not a random warning. The next morning, she arrived at the studio, trying to act normal. Tayo greeted her with his usual charm. "Bola, you are glowing," he said, his voice smooth. "The record label is impressed. They want to meet you soon." Her excitement flickered, but the warning from the night before lingered. "Thank you, Tayo. I want to be sure everything is okay." He raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" She hesitated, then shook her head. "Nothing. I'm just nervous." Tayo smiled. "Don't worry, my star. I'll take care of everything." As Bola worked on her music, she could not ignore the strange things happening around her. One night, she stayed late at the studio and heard voices arguing in the next room. She peeked through a crack in the door and saw Tayo with a group of men. They were holding a small, delicately carved statue. "This is worth millions," one of the men said. "We need to get it out of the country." Tayo nodded. "I'll use the usual channel. The artist will be traveling to Dallas for a concert in a few weeks. I'm still grooming Bola." Bola was breathless. She quickly stepped back, her mind racing. Was Tayo smuggling stolen artifacts? And was she somehow involved without knowing it? The next day, Tayo handed her another envelope to deliver. This time, she decided to open it. Inside was a stack of money and a small note with a single name and address. She trembled, having realized she was being used as a courier. She confronted Tayo that evening. "What's in these envelopes you keep giving me?" His expression hardened. "Don't ask questions, Bola. Focus on your music." "But do you want to be a star or not?" He snapped, his voice icy. Her heart sank. She had trusted Tayo, but now she was not sure if she ever really knew him. Tayo informed her of an opportunity for her to perform in a concert abroad soon. She was elated at the new opportunity opening for her, but the voice of the man in the black car kept echoing in her head. Bola's discovery that Tayo was using the music industry as a cover for smuggling stolen artifacts shook her to the core. She realized she has unknowingly become part of the illegal dealing. She wanted out, but Tayo's growing suspicion and manipulative tactics made it difficult. He reminded her constantly that she owed his rising fame to him, using guilt and threats to keep her in line. Bola tried to confide in her best friend, Fumi, but her desperation led her to overlook Fumi's growing jealousy for her success. Fumi had a crush on Tayo, leading to her betrayal of Bola, revealing her concerns to Tayo in a misguided attempt to win his heart. This betrayal left Bola isolated and vulnerable, unsure of whom to trust. Detective Sheyi, the mysterious man who had warned her earlier, became an unexpected ally. He revealed that he had been tracking Tayo's smuggling rings for years, but lacked solid evidence to convict him. Bola decided to take a bold risk, pretending to cooperate with Tayo, while secretly working for Sheyi to gather evidence. Bola's double life became increasingly dangerous. She narrowly avoided being caught snooping through Tayo's office, where she found incriminating documents linking him to an international smuggling network. Her courage wavered when Tayo began to grow paranoid, accusing her of betrayal and tightening his control over her. With Sheyi's help, Bola devised a plan to expose Tayo during a high-profile concert where he planned to make a major artifact exchange. The tension reached its peak when Tayo set a trap for Bola, using Fumi to lure her into a dangerous confrontation. Bola managed to outwit him, but the confrontation left her shaken and bruised. During the concert, Bola bravely took to the stage, not to perform, but to expose Tayo's crimes. She spoke into the microphone. "The man behind this concert, Tayo, is a criminal. He's been using us all to hide his illegal dealings." She told the audience and the press about the smuggling operation, revealing the evidence she had collected. At the same time, Tayo was exchanging a statue with a large sum of money backstage. He looked at the screen at Bola in shock, just in time to see Detective Sheyi marching forward with other detectives. "Tayo, you are under arrest." They arrested Tayo and his associates. The crowd erupted in chaos. The aftermath was both liberating and painful. Bola's reputation was tarnished by her association with Tayo, but she refused to let it destroy her. She worked tirelessly to rebuild her career, this time on her own terms, creating music that spoke of resilience and truth. She also reconnected with other artists who had been victims of Tayo's manipulation, forming a support group to protect upcoming musicians from similar exploitation. Among them is Chika, who had just been released from prison after being arrested for possession of stolen artifacts on her way out of the country. Chika hugged her. "Your story has inspired so many of us, Bola. Thank you for being brave." Bola smiled. I've learned that chasing a dream is worth it, but only if you stay true to yourself. Bola stood on the same balcony where our journey began, watching the Lagos skyline with a sense of peace. She had lost so much, but gained something far greater: freedom, self-respect, and the strength to shape our own destiny. Our next album, titled Freedom's Melody, became a symbol of hope for many, proving that even in the darkest moments, light could emerge. Tayo was sentenced to prison, his smuggling empire dismantled. Detective Sheyi continued his work, inspired by Bola's bravery. As for Bola, she remained a beacon for aspiring artists, reminding them that dreams could come true, but only if pursued with integrity and courage. Our story reminds us that dreams are powerful, but we must be careful about the people we trust along the way. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring and suspense-filled tales. What would you have done in Bola's place? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.